Sherei and I met in 2010 while we were in journalism class at UAB. We had a special connection from the beginning, but we were friends for about a year and had the greatest group of friends in the world. We started dating right before my 21st birthday, where Sherei threw me a Great Gatsby-themed surprise party. We got engaged in college, planning our wedding around, late night study sessions. And in 2011, August 2011, we got married on a hilltop overlooking the Tennessee River.
We have moved a lot since then. Our story has taken us from Birmingham to Los Angeles, and then from Nashville to Charlotte. But one thing we've known since we met and fell in love is that one day we were going to adopt a child.
One of the first conversations Sherei and I had when we first met 6 years ago in Birmingham was about adoption. We both had really big values for adopting from our different backgrounds and different stories, but since then it's always been a question of when, not if. And in 2016, we really felt like the nudge was there to go ahead and jump into starting the process of adoption. So here we are, right at the very beginning. Sherei and I really love our community, and we really value creativity. I'm a musician, and Sherei's a graphic designer, and we wanted to find a way to be able to offer our craft in exchange for you guys partnering with us in raising funds for our adoption. So we've taken to this with recording an EP as the main way of fundraising, called Hidden Nation, which is really just revolving around the idea of orphans really being a hidden people group across the world. And Sherei has taken some of the songs that I've written for this EP, Hidden Nation, and taken some of the lyrics and made them into some awesome graphic products. So there's a mug, there is a coloring book that's like a scripture coloring book along with some of the lyrics, and we've offered those alongside some other products that are just crafts that we've come up with. And we've partnered with Generosity, a charity website, to raise money, and we have different tiers to where you can actually find something that you're really excited about and give to this adoption story.
One thing that we know for sure is that God is an incredible storyteller, and He has written an incredible story for us in this whole process of adoption. This mainly happened through three big confirmations. The first one came when a good friend of ours had a dream that Daniel and I flew down to Honduras, were speaking Spanish, were really interested in the orphans of Honduras, and that Daniel was worship leading and handing out his EP. So Daniel asked our friend, hey, do you know that I have just recorded an EP, and the reason that we've recorded the EP is to raise funds for adoption? Our friend had absolutely no idea about this story. See, 2 weeks before, Daniel recorded his first EP with the purpose of raising funds for adoption. A few weeks later, as we were praying some more, we found a passport at the end of our driveway that was a Honduran passport. And so at this point, among other confirmations, we reached out to our agency and said, we feel like God is speaking about Honduras. A few days later, we heard back from the agency that Honduras was closed to international adoption. We were pretty bummed out, and that day Daniel went to go babysit his little 6-year-old niece who was learning how to read. And so his little niece opens up this book and pulls out this dollar bill and hands it to Daniel, except for the dollar bill is in Honduran money. And so just when it seemed like the door was closing, there it was again, another incredible confirmation about Honduras as the country for us to pursue. And so Daniel reached back out to the agency and just shared our story. He said, we know that you guys are prayerful people. These are some of the unique ways in which God may be speaking to us. What would you do with this information? And that email went to different folks throughout the agency, and after a few prayerful conversations later, our agency has approved us for the Honduras program, and we're on track to adopt through Honduras. The agency that we're going through is Lifeline Child Services, and we're so excited to partner with this agency because they have a branch at my home church. We've had friends that have adopted through them. They're such a prayerful group of people, and they've opened a new agency just minutes from our front door. And so we're so excited about how God is ironing out all of the details of our adoption and how we're going to be able to step forward. All I can think of was this lick noise in the video. Horrible mouth noise. And God really showed up and showed out. His parents and him had recently moved to our world from the neighboring planet.
And his name was Clark.
And his name was Clark Kent.
Squirrel, puppy, friend, and walk.